So, are you trying to shed those last few pounds, maybe those last few COVID pounds that you put on during the pandemic? Well, stay tuned for this next episode of Digest This.
Welcome to Digest This, the show that helps you revolutionize your digestive health. Here are your hosts, Dr. Liz Cruz and Tina Nunziato.
Hello and welcome to Digest This. I'm Dr. Liz Cruz and I've got Tina Nunziato sitting right here by my side. Thank you so much for joining us. If you are a regular listener, we love that you are joining us and on a regular basis. And if you're a new listener, welcome. And we hope that you will go back and check out some of the previous podcasts. We've got a whole library full of podcasts. Hundreds of podcasts, literally.
And we're back on YouTube this week.
That's right. That's
Yay!
Right. Back on the camera.
We took our showers and we put our makeup on for you.
That's right. That's right. Yes. So hope that you guys are enjoying this amazing summer.
Ugh, it's hot.
Little bit toasty here in Phoenix, Arizona. But anyway, so what about those COVID pounds? I mean, I've heard from so many people, a lot of my patients that are just struggling have told me, oh my goodness, I put on whatever, 5, 10, 15, maybe more pounds during COVID because all I did was eat. I mean, there was nothing else to do. And I understand because we actually did quite a bit of sangria during COVID. And so I get it. And so Tina and I thought that it would be a perfect time to talk a little bit about how we can shed some of those pounds in a more holistic fashion, okay? We're not here to promote any fad diet. We're not here to promote any diet pills. Just really simple, wholesome ways that may hopefully help you if you're trying to shed some pounds.
Yeah, and we also got together with a friend this past weekend who's also trying to shed some pounds. And when I gave her the tips that we're going to give you, she was shocked. And so we thought, we really should tell everybody about these tips because maybe it'll shock you too. And
That's right.
see if we can help you. So
that's right. All right. So a lot of times I hear from patients that will tell me, hey, I'm trying to eat better, trying to lose some weight. I'm doing a fruit smoothie every morning. And what do we think about that?
Well, you want to start with fruit? Okay.
Yeah, let's start with fruit.
So fruit is, we've done a lot of podcasts on fruit in the past. And fruit is a really great, like fresh fruit we're talking about specifically, really great food, right? In general, fruit is very, very good.
It's natural.
It's what I tell people to do instead of eating cupcakes and brownies and donuts. Eat fruit, right? That should be your form of sugar.
That's right.
But the reality is it's still sugar, right? Yeah. And so any form of fruit that you're eating is sugar, and it's natural sugar, and it's going to hold fat. So if you are trying to lose weight, I always tell people completely stop eating fruit, completely stop eating even yogurts. This was the big thing with our friend. She was doing a yogurt every morning, and she's like, oh, there's not that much sugar. There's still sugar in fruit. And so if you're trying to lose weight, there's still sugar in yogurt, if you're trying to lose weight, you have to eliminate all forms of sugar, and that includes fruit. So there's a lot of women that are eating fruit throughout the day thinking, oh, I'm going to eat this instead of a sandwich, for example, and that's going to help me. I promise you that if you stop eating the fruit, the weight's going to drop off.
Yeah,
so
it'll make a huge difference. I mean, and again, just to emphasize, it is good for you. Okay, fruit is it's one of God's gifts to us. However, there is sugar in it. Yeah. Fruit has sweetness to it, and that sweetness comes from natural sugar, but that sugar still needs to be broken down and digested. And so we're not telling you forever give up fruit. Okay, that's not what we're saying.
When you're at your base weight, you can eat fruit.
Right.
But again, as an adult we tend to gain weight quickly and have a difficult time getting it off, I would just suggest eating less fruit as an adult. Okay.
Yes.
Like for kids, again, we use fruit as our sugar for our children. So we have strawberries, bananas, blueberries, mangoes. Mommy, can I have a mango? Yes. Did you eat your lunch? Yes, you can have a mango, right? That's great for kids, getting them off of all those artificial sugars. But again, as adults who struggle with their weight a lot of times, just try to eat more vegetables, less fruit, and you will notice a difference.
Right.
For it.
Right, that's right. And going back also to the yogurt, I promise you, yogurt has sugar in it.
There is no sugar.
Yeah.
There is no yogurt that I have found that does not have sugar in it.
And we've looked at a
lot.
lot of yogurts.
Yeah.
A lot of yogurts. So take a look at your
Eat
yogurt.
an avocado instead of yogurt in the morning.
Right.
That's what
That's
I tell
right.
people. If you want to, especially if you want to lose weight, eating avocados is a really good thing to do every day.
Absolutely right. Another simple thing is hydrate. Hydrate, and hydrate with water. Okay, because your body is constantly detoxing. We are putting toxins into our body all day long in ways that we don't even imagine. Okay, lotions, deodorants, through things that we intake. Pollution, your foods, your beverages. And so your body is amazing, and it's constantly detoxing. And again, just in case you haven't heard some of our previous detox podcasts, you detox in several ways. You detox with through your skin when you sweat, when you urinate, when you pee, you're detoxing. Your kidney also works hard. Your liver works very hard at detoxing. You detox when you go to the restroom to have a bowel movement. All right, when you're pooping, you detox when you breathe out. Okay, you're breathing out metabolic gases that have broken down, like from oils. Okay. And that's just one example. So your body is constantly in a detox mode, trying to get rid of these toxins. You can help your body by hydrating well. Okay. It helps to flush out toxins.
Yeah. Any amount of liquid you can do, but primarily water, and then liquid food is the other thing that I teach people about with regard to detoxing and trying to clean the body out. So doing a lot of soups and a lot of smoothies. That's another tip for losing weight, is doing as much liquid food as you possibly can. Typically when we're working on detoxing somebody or helping them lose weight, we are really focused on liquid food for like a straight week, right? Again, not fruit smoothies, but green smoothies with spinach and cucumbers and celery. We also do with soups. I try to tell people to do just like bean and vegetable soups. Try to stay away from grains in your soup. Try to stay away from any dairy in your soup. So like milky type soups.
Like a creamy,
creams,
creamy soups.
Try to stay away from potato soup, stuff like that. So literally just beans and vegetable soups are another great way to help lose weight and clean out the body.
Yeah, and it's actually so much easier for your intestine to absorb the nutrients from liquid food. Okay, that's
your body
why
doesn't have to work so hard.
Exactly.
To break it down.
Exactly. I mean, that's why like doing even a green smoothie in the mornings is so good. And I cannot emphasize how good it is for you, because you're starting out with a nice, healthy smoothie in liquid form that is going to be so easy for your body to, for your intestine to absorb the nutrients from. Okay, and it's so easy. And we have a podcast on the liquid smoothie, on how you can do your green smoothie. Another thing is carbs. Let's talk a little bit about carbs. Okay.
A lot of people ask me about the keto diet. The keto diet, like, first of all, we're not really big fans of fad diets and any diet that eliminates any one specific food group, because your body needs all the food groups. Like, you need carbs to produce energy, right? The trick is, and then the other thing with the keto diet is it tends to increase people's cholesterol level because we're eating a lot of meats and things like that.
Right.
So we tell people that you want to eat cleaner carbs if you're trying to lose weight. I mean, everybody should be eating cleaner carbs. That's, the bottom line right there. But if you're trying to lose weight, you want to eat less carbs. So where you might put, a handful of rice or pasta on your dish, you just want to do half of that, right? So just try to eat less, and that will also help you lose weight. But we can talk about the cleaner carbs. So instead of white rice, try to teach people about jasmine rice, brown rice, black rice, wild rice, quinoa. Instead of white potato, we teach about sweet potatoes. Instead of white or wheat pasta, we teach about rice pastas, quinoa pastas. Any pastas made from a bean are really good choices. And then from a bread standpoint, we're usually teaching people about Ezekiel bread, which is just like Ezekiel in the Bible. It's a bread. It's a living grain sprouted bread, typically found in the cold section, the freezer section. Most stores carry it today. It's a bread that you have to keep in your refrigerator, and you should toast it before you eat it. Otherwise, it's very cold and gross. But once you toast it, it tastes great, and it's a living grain sprouted bread. So it's not dead, it's alive, and that's the biggest difference. So if you switch to those healthier carbs and then just try to eat less of them, again, the weight should start to fall off.
Absolutely, yeah. And for example, like jasmine rice. I mean, what makes these healthier carbs healthier is that, number one, they're not processed. They're not, or overly processed. And like the brown rice, I mean, it actually has a fiber component to it that is really good for you. And the bread, amazing. The bread is amazing. And Tina's absolutely right. You do need to toast it. Okay. Just lightly toast it. And even when we make a sandwich with that bread, we still toast it. All right. Toast it a little bit and just delicious. It's whole, it's organic, it's not processed, and just so much better for you. And so, one of the things that I was telling that I did, and we were talking about it before we did the podcast. So like Tina said, we've never been fans of fad diets. In fact, when patients have asked me through the years, hey, what do you think about this? I'm doing this diet or that diet, this diet which is mainly all protein, or this diet which is whatever, complete elimination of a certain food group. I've never been a fan of it, because you do need all three food groups. Okay. You just need to eat healthier forms of the food group. Okay. People are like, well, fats. I mean, come on. Why wouldn't this diet be good? It eliminates all my fats. You need fats in your diet. Okay. The cells in your body, the cell membrane actually has these little fat lipids that it needs to make that membrane. So you do need good fats. Your brain needs those fats. Okay. And avocados are such a great source of good fat.
And raw oil.
That's right.
And nuts
olive,
and seeds.
exactly. Olive oil, cold pressed olive oil, virgin, extra virgin. Okay. But anyways, when I was going through my little medical issue that I had, and if you want to hear about that, you can go back to our podcast from January of this year, January and February, where I talk about my journey. One of the things I did was really clean up my diet. And here I thought I was eating healthy. Okay. I mean, we eat healthy. I feel that we eat healthy, but because I'm at the surgical centers, I'm at the hospital. I mean, honestly, the doctor's lounge is probably one of the worst places to eat. I mean, I've been thinking that I should write a book, Murder in the Doctor's Lounge, because there is any junk food you want to find, chips, Pop-Tarts, Rice Krispie treats, ice cream, and then there's a little section with some apples and bananas, and but it's just sadly and unfortunately, for the most part, most doctors' lounges at the hospitals and the surgical centers are just jam-packed full of processed junk food. And I'm not gonna lie, I mean, in between my cases during a hard day, and you're like all of a sudden starving and you don't have much time in between your cases, you're running there and just getting a quick snack. So I was actually feasting on a lot of the snacks. So even though I was eating healthy at home, I was feasting a lot. And then, as a Puerto Rican, I have a saying that a day without rice is a day without sunshine. And it turns out that that's not true. Turns out that's not true. I mean, I was eating some rice probably every day or pasta. So I did a major cleaning up of my diet, eliminated eliminated all the junk food, eliminated a lot of the carbs, I was eating rice every day. That was completely unnecessary, and it was crazy because I actually lost like 10 pounds within, 2-3 months. Yeah. In fact, I lost it so fast that I kind of freaked out. Worried, I was worried. I was like, okay, this is too much. But there are simple ways that you can clean up your diet. And so, the other thing I wanted to throw in there is that again, your body is brilliant, and because of the toxins that we bring into that come into our body, and a lot of it is not our fault. I mean, there's plastics that stuff that come in plastics. There's chemicals in everything. Look at your ingredients on the foods that you're eating. If you're seeing natural flavors, if you've got 8 or 10 or more ingredients, more than 8 or 10 ingredients, you're probably getting chemicals in that food. So your body is always detoxing. While sometimes, because your body gets so overburdened with all the toxins that are coming in, the safest thing that your body knows to do is to take that toxin, wrap some fat around it, and deposit it in certain places in your body. Okay. And one of the biggest places that it gets deposited is in, like for women, in our thighs. Okay. Cellulite. I mean, that's basically what cellulite is. Okay. The liver. Okay. Fatty liver. I mean, that's basically what it is your body is trying to protect you. And one of the ways that it does that is if it gets overburdened with toxins, it's going to try to take those extra toxins that it's having a hard time getting rid of, and it's going to just wrap some fat around it and deposit it somewhere.
Push it away.
You
don't have to deal with it.
That's right. So just wanted to explain that to you, because I mean, again, your body is brilliant, and it's always trying to heal itself and trying to protect you, and however it can do that. Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else we wanted to throw in there?
No, just, eat more greens.
That's
less
right.
Fruit.
More greens, more
veggies.
Greens. Lots of greens, and hydrate. So thank you so much for joining us. If you want to connect with us, please check out our website, www.drlizcruz.com. And if you're having digestive issues and you want to do a consult with us, we've got a little pink magenta colored button on the front on our homepage, and you can click that and schedule a free 30-minute wellness consult. Okay, that's our gift to you. We've got podcasts. We try to do them regularly every Wednesday. If you haven't subscribed to this podcast, please subscribe so that you don't miss an episode. And if you haven't rated us, please go out there and give us a good rating, okay? Because that will actually help other people like you find us easier. All right, thank you so much for joining us, and we will catch you on the next podcast.
Thank you for joining Dr. Liz Cruz and Tina Nunziato. To learn more about their revolutionary products and services, go online to www.drlizcruz.com.